You know, most people want to make money online, but they don't want to spend any, to actually make the money. You know, people are scared of spending money. And that could be you watching this video. I don't really know. But this may help you kind of start trying to get over the fear of spending money, okay, to actually make money online, right? You know, and this is coming from a person where I used to be that person where I really didn't like spending money on things online as far as other opportunities and even certain tools and things. I just thought I could get all the information like for free on Google and YouTube and reading ebooks and not really having to pay anything. But hopefully through a little bit of my story, this channel, My Life Topics, is basically kind of a vlogging channel in a way, to show the good, the bad, and the in between on my journey to kind of financial freedom through internet marketing or, making money online. And, we always hear the term or the old saying, you have to spend money to make money. Everybody says that, and I think when people hear that, and when I used to hear it, I would always think of like the millionaire and billionaire people that would say that. And it's like, well, they spent a lot of money. Do I have to spend that? And it's like, I don't think so, especially if you're trying to make money online. The internet is one of the only places you can literally come with $10. I'm not even kidding, $10. And if you have the right attitude, mindset, and dedication, you can actually make something out of that. If you're in the right type of niche or whatever, which is pretty insane. And it made me kind of think about what started everything for me, like the system that started all this, this money-making journey for me, or whatever was with Instant Payday Network, and I paid $8.50 to get with that system as far as getting with both the MyCash freebie sites, and that's pretty insane to me when I think of that. But you got people that don't even want to spend that kind of money. They don't even want to spend They don't want to spend $10 on something. They really want to get it for free. They're scared of getting scammed. They're going to lose the money or whatever. And, I know it's hard. Sometimes maybe you have bills to pay and it's just like tight right now. But you got to find a way to get into something. It was hard for me because I didn't have a lot of money in my bank account and I was negative almost $100 in my PayPal account. So that was pretty crazy. But I waited a little bit till I could get fully with the system. Not waited, but it took me a little bit of time to get with both of my MyCash freebie sites and Instant Pay Network. And after that, 2 months later, I started making anywhere from like $3 to almost $600, a week, with that system. And I'm not with it anymore, but it was just a great starting point for me, and it really got my feet wet, in this whole little internet marketing industry and things like that. So it was pretty cool. But I understand what it's like to not really want to, and you know what? That system kind of spoiled me a little bit, right? Because I came in there under $10 and started making that kind of money, in, a few months, which is pretty cool, right? And it spoiled me to the point where when I saw other opportunities or other people told me, hey, come get into this, that I was networking with, I wouldn't, because I would say, a monthly fee? What is that? No way. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to pay $100 for that one-time system or, whatever. I'm not paying that money for that tool. I could probably do this on my own. Look up this information on Google and YouTube, and that's it. Well, with me thinking that way, my business came to a certain point, and it really didn't go any higher. It kind of just did this, and it even went like this. It fluctuated a lot when I was with Instant Pay Network. And I really, at that point, when it started fluctuating and not really making any money, then when I realized, oh, I probably should have gotten into that. I probably should have got that tool or invested in this training. I didn't have the money, right? So it was terrible. And over the past 2 years, I've been able to really connect with a lot of people, right? And I've talked to a lot of internet marketers, internet marketers that don't really like spending money, like me. they don't really like to spend over $20 for their opportunities. I'm talking about one-time fees, not monthly fees. Monthly is a whole different category. Like, that's like, most people think of paying monthly for something like an internet program is like another bill, right? And that's how I used to kind of think in a way as well. And then I talk to people who spend anywhere from hundreds to even thousands of dollars in opportunities and tools and trainings. And more often than not, the person that I've seen and that I've followed and I've talked to and I've made friends with, that I saw really making some good moves with their money, they always made more money. Their income dramatically went up every time they did something like that, versus the people I still talk to that hate spending money. They don't want to do it. They think they're going to lose the money. They think it's as another bill. They always go to a certain level or don't even go anywhere at all, to be honest. I mean, I think I'm in one way kind of lucky at the same time, because, I came in a very, very cheap system, but at the same time I did have dedication and I just stuck it out. But most people who come in and even buy like the cheap programs and just don't want to pay anything for anything, they usually don't go anywhere. And there are a few people like, again, me, you can get into something very, very low costing and really take off and work your way up. There's a certain point it goes to, and if you don't make the right decisions with your money and your mindset, you really will go to a certain point. Now, if your goal is to make $500 a month, just to give you some breathing room, you're not trying to become rich or something like that, then whatever. But if you're someone who wants to make like $5,000 plus online, a month, or, not even that much, $3,000, a month online plus, you're going to have to get out of the whole, I don't want to spend money mindset. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to either get tools, trainings, or even just getting into a good opportunity or something like that. You're going to have to get over that, because you really won't go really anywhere. And I basically tried both sides. Let's just say that, And one person that was a really good example, and I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again, and he may see this video, but his name is Ryan Maynard. To me, he was a really good example of coming into something low costing and working his way up, making the right moves with his time, his mind, and his money. And his income has dramatically increased since he started. And the reason why I like to use him as an example is because we kind of came online around the same time. He actually came online he came online a month after I did. Okay, so he came in after me. And I remember we kind of connected. We were both in the Instant Payday Network, and we were talking, and we were both kind of even, right? Even with the income we were making, we were doing pretty well. But he decided his whole goal was to save some of his money and keep getting into things that were going to help him with training, other opportunities to get into, to make money from. And I remember we talked. And, he would always tell me, come get into this. It's got this training, that training. I didn't want to do it. I'm like, Ryan, I don't have to do that. Like, I'm good right here, And, in 2013, this guy, he starts doing the things he was saying, investing in the other tools and opportunities and things like that. And his income starts climbing, And because not only was he buying them and doing, but he was actually applying and taking action. That's one of the biggest things, because there are people that buy expensive things but still don't do anything, right? Or it doesn't have to be expensive. There are people that spend money on things and don't use it, but he actually used it, and his income, and mine just kind of started doing that, And I think that was a big difference. And now, that he's like killing it online basically. And he like moved to California. He's been living it up, So I realized that about, like I said, maybe the end of 2013, I got out of that mindset. I still don't really like paying for things. That's one of the reasons why it took me so long to join D's Domination. I said, oh God, it's a monthly fee, But I'll tell you what, when I do make my mind up to buy something, if you ever see me promote anything I've spent my money on, you can pretty much take it to the bank that it's probably going to be legit and it's going to be the real deal. Because it takes me a while to, well, not as much anymore, but it did, because I'm just like, God, so I usually, when I do say, okay, I'm going to buy it, when I buy things like that, I have the intentions on making my money back. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, it's just a little bit of money. If I lose it, whatever, 2 months from now and I don't make any money, just go on to something else. No, I don't think like that. I think, I hate doing this, so if I am going to put my money into it, I'm going to freaking make it work till I see that money back. And I'm not talking about through the money back policy, because a lot of systems don't even have that. I'm going to make the system work. So when I went into Deist-Domination, I had that $20. I said my intentions were to make that thing pay for itself that month. Not, oh, here comes the next 2-3 months and I still have to keep paying this monthly fee. No. And I think that's the attitude people have to start taking when they are going to pay for things to get into. Make your mind up right then that you're going to make the system work until you get your money back, at least. And then, from there, you decide to keep making profit and things like that. So, it's very interesting. But I just noticed that, and a lot of times, the people that I see that, again, don't really want to pay anything for the systems and in tools and trainings, their income goes to a certain level. Again, more often than not. And usually if I ever see them start taking off, they probably decided they're going to get tools and trainings and things like that. They usually don't just stay right there and their income goes up to $10,000. No, they usually say, okay, you know what? I need to get that system right there. I need to get, this, I need to invest in this person's coaching, whatever, and their income starts going up from there. That's just what I've noticed, and maybe you've noticed, So if you're trying to make money online, get over that fear of spending money, get into something you really like. If you're looking for an opportunity to, get joined, there's an option is, if you click the link in my description, it'll take you to Deist-Domination. If you already have your eye on something else, join that system. Stop whining about it, do it, or else you really won't go anywhere with your income. That's it. Talk to you later, and God bless.